Welcome back, everyone, to the Intel Extreme Masters Chicago South American Qualifiers. Jason Kaplan, Hughes Banks, and we have our grand finals already underway currently with Luminosity having a 2-0 lead versus NoTag. Cash, our next map. Cash, Banks, they go well together. But we're going to see if NoTag go well on this map.
See if NoTag can frag on this map. Because I wouldn't really see too much of that on overpass, let's be honest.
Yeah, we didn't.
My problem with this is, okay, I've seen NoTag can play it, but there are times in their picks and bans where they've also removed out Cash. They've not been confident to play it. And for me, it was more like they just didn't want to play against that said team. So it's not like their insta-ban kind of go-to. They hate playing Inferno, right? So I'd like to say NoTag have a chance in this, but I expected them to have a chance on overpass. I didn't see anything too special. They weren't adapting. They just looked really flat. Like, after watching them across 3 days now, after seeing that NoTag do have the potential, they lost to Wild that sent them to the lower bracket a couple of days ago. They then beat them now, goes to an epic, like, overtime game. It was actually a really phenomenal game to watch in terms of Dust 2. A little mistakes and stuff that was starting to happen between the two teams, obviously getting tired and things, but it was a solid game. It was enjoyable. That overpass wasn't enjoyable because it was just them getting stomped. And I had so much faith at the beginning because it's like, you know NoTag, T-side overpass is where they started to really stretch legs, get these early leads and stuff. Luminosity were just a full step ahead of them every single time. And we saw it's just the teamwork was there for Luminosity. It was the fact that the refrags were on point. And they just had confidence in every situation. Like, even when it was 1vx, where they were down on numbers, right? Luminosity were just happily to go in for the charge, go in for the kill. If that happens again on Cash, which is Luminosity's pick, I'm really nervous for NoTag because I don't see them getting a map at all here. It's going to be 3-0 potentially.
That's what worries me is that, you know, the maps only get more and more difficult as the series does go on with Cash, Mirage, Train. For them to pull this off, they would definitely prove to be a big contender in the region if they can somehow beat Luminosity here. Speaking of being contenders, Henny's going to push through, gets the first. That will take him down, but Lucas is going to be there to help him out, who eventually does fall as well. Steel going for the big 3-man stack. Over towards the A site will all fall. Yell going to come in now. Yeah, I think they have a kit on site. This is still going to be a tough retake. A man tucked away towards Forklift. It's going to be Phelps, who's going to be taken down by Nekas. And it's just Yell up against 2, and he'll be overrun by Shand. And this will be a major 4K and a much-needed round here for NoTag.
Jan, 4K. Good start for him. Exactly what they would have wanted. NoTag at least picking up the pistol round to get things started off with. Gives them maybe a slight confidence boost going into it. Just ignore the maps at the top of your score at the moment because it's not actually correct. It is now a 2-0 lead for Luminosity. But now NoTag got to try and take every advantage. They can't afford to be upset here at all. You've got the upgraded pistols from Luminosity. A scout in play, and Henny back at it again. He just makes it look easy. Domes KNG before he can even get a look in or even fire a shot.
I mean, Luminosity did this when they were on CT side overpass. They lost the pistol round. Sorry, no. They did it on T side. They lost the pistol round. And then they came back in the second round, surprising NoTag.
Question is, can NoTag deal with it already? They start to slow down. They're backing away from the actual firefights. They see Cello try and take some mid control here, but the CTs aren't really fighting for it. Zan's going to get boosted over the top, which is something he can try work with, but Henny is ready and waiting. Doesn't manage to get the tag off, takes a fair bit of damage himself, but he just repositions himself, moves around, but a good use of the grenades coming out there. Shand continuing his domination. He's like a one-man wrecking crew at the moment. And now Lucas goes to get himself in a bit of a reposition. He has picked up the scout as well. He's fired off the first few shots. Nekas has chimed in with another kill coming up on the board. And Luminosity, even when the odds are stacked against them, even when NoTag have all the weapons in their hands, they are not giving a damn. They're still going in for the kill.
Still going to be a tough hole for them. Luckily, there's no guns actually picked up for Luminosity in the meantime. Oh, Cello going to be completely blinded up here. Gets the lucky to rush down Phelps, trying to go for the spray transfer. Not able to connect. Now it's Nekas in a one-on-one up against Cello. Galil, but he's going for the Deagle. Oh, okay, going back to the Galil. Taking his time for the push in, but he doesn't have a kit. He's going to have to pick up the pace eventually, and Cello's going to be able to clutch this out, but still too close for comfort. The 2 rounds they've now won are off the back of Jean picking up 4 and Cello picking up 3. Luminosity are still pushing them every time, even though they were on a 4-step with just pistols and armor.
You're Luminosity as well. That's further confidence, right? So even being a 1v1 on a round like that shouldn't have even been possible. Now we're going to see NoTag try and make some extra money here with the 3 Mac 10s. And are they just going to go for a straight push here? This is interesting because it could be risky. There could have been a stack here potentially. They're going straight in for it. They're jumping around of Cello with that Mac 10. They've easily taken control of the site, and I don't expect too much from Luminosity on this round. There's nothing really invested into it. Neck is still able to get it done, though. Phelps on the hunt. Money to be made. So that's now 2 kills with the Mac 10s regardless. So for NoTag here, this is just kind of managing the damage that can be done against you because of how much weaponry was taken from him on the previous round.
This again, gonna get a second. Even a third. What is this man doing? He's hitting some sick shots. Just 6 frags for himself. And now we're going to see the bot come in now to Luminosity. Op picked up for Henny. Nekus could have afforded an op, but instead going for the M4s, and they've got the setup they need. A little bit lacking on utility, of course. And NoTag with the 5 Molotovs. To me, that kind of screams A-site hit. Let's see, Nekus is going to go for the early control middle with the smoke. As well as trying to deny any sort of boost up. Look at this. Lucas trying to keep his back turned so he doesn't get flashed up. I'm going to be boosted up towards Shroud. But such an aggressive hold here, too. Like, one flashbang could completely ruin their day, but luckily for them, no one's actually pushed that smoke, and they're able to go for some really good main control.
His weapons in his hands. Maybe needed a deagle in that situation because he was certainly being star-studded with as he gets shut down by Phelps. But this is a good sign. Watching Phelps win out some duels, he was a little bit slower when it comes in. Especially what we saw on Overpass. So maybe it's his time to shine once again. Henny now looking to see him find if he can get this opening kill for his side. See if we can battle back against NoTag here.
This would be a hard shot to hit if they peek at the same time. But he does it.
He still gets it. Just what he does is he nearly lines them up as well as they come through door. The twins getting it done. And that is styling on him as NoTag tried to push into the A site, but they did not even get close.
They didn't have much utility to use either. I pointed that out earlier on in the round. And yet they somehow make the hold work. As you mentioned, the 2 twins just really able to lock that down. That first shot of Henny was just fantastic. Able to get the first frag, and then of course the door call being made, turn around, getting the next 2. Working so well together. So smoke in. Fantastic, actually. Now it's gonna push through, and now Lucas might be overrun. He's got the AK out. He's got pistols to find, and luckily for the side of NoTag, Jean's gonna have that AK, and the bomb will get planted now. The retake. Maybe give an opportunity here for Luminosity.
Good timing on the nade there. Beautifully done. A lot of damage able to be put on the board for him. But now it's going to be this retake for Luminosity. They'll be confident with it. They have the utility to flash in. A 2-pronged attack for sure as well, coming from both sides. Can they pinch the NoTag in? Neck is dancing around Falk, he knows exactly where he is. Still walks away with the kill. Ball-based position is going to be known, but he's able to hold strong. Good work with that AK-47. Still able to pick up Phelps as he starts to fall back, but surely now Luminosity won't try and challenge this. But Henny, he spots Cello jumping up high. He shuts him down, and they will walk away with the weapons, but NoTag, most importantly, walk away with the round.
Look at the money for NoTag. It's not going to be the full buy they're hoping for. To be fair, Luminosity don't have any chance of a full buy either with the op and the M4, and probably no cash to spare, but I imagine they're going to invest into this. Buy up the pistols, buy out the armor. Like it's already proved, all he really needs is the deagle. We just have an M4 to pick up here, and we're seeing the MP5 out of Yell. On the other side, though, Galil picked up a couple of AKs. Utility can be a little bit light, especially Cello here. He's got absolutely nothing. And Luminosity not looking as immortal as we expected, especially after that first map. But it is early times.
See what you did there. I like it.
Yeah.
Did you even realize you did that just then, Jason?
Totally. What did I do? Just to make sure everyone at home knows?
The immortal? Just making sure you're getting it in there. No, honestly, from this buy, it's not terrible. I won't be too biased on the MP5, before I trigger you some more, Jason. I like happy Jason over triggered Jason. But I would say get Nekiz to drop that M4 over to Lucas because Nekiz has been dominant with that Deagle from what we've seen so far. Why not just kind of play it like that and see how they can make it work? But a slower pace coming out here from NoTag, at least for now. They're waiting to see what happens. There's no real surprise attacks coming in from Luminosity. The B players haven't started to push forward, but there's not actually anyone waiting. So if they want to creep in and try, it could work. Lucas with the first tap. Actually manages to tag up Zand a little bit. Nice position as well. Good teamwork. They force into this. Henny with the orb, able to do some damage from door. He's got the cover he needs as well. A second kill coming in. And even though the pressure's being applied, he's well aware that KNG is going to be coming up as well. Smoke may go down. Oh, he nearly made the shot connect. Missed it by a pixel, but a good nade came out regardless. As still chimes in with one. And now it's a 2 versus 1 despite the low buy here from Luminosity. Henny is in a very good spot. The spray coming out there, but still is able to finish it off. And now we sit into this as a 4-2 lineup. And Luminosity just proving that it doesn't need the massive weaponry, the big utility, the big buys. They can still get it done off pure skill and teamwork.
Well, not to mention NoTag's going to have to save into this next round. So Luminosity most likely could be going up to a 3-4 scoreline and getting themselves one step closer to tying things up in our second map of the series. Even though it does say 2 points for Luminosity, keep in mind they came through the winner bracket, so they get the extra map advantage. So we do see a couple of CZs actually bought up. Orve with utility as well. So maybe a B hit, maybe a very, very fast B hit. Yellen's still going to be here with the rifles, so there's a good chance I could actually hold this one. It comes down to the sprays, it comes down to who's going to hit those shots. You're going to see here, NoTag just waiting for their moment to push in. Orve setting them up with flashes. Ilzal's going to knock them down, though. Ooh, just dancing around those bullets somehow. And that will be Luminosity taking that round with relative ease.
What I love about that, though, is regardless, he gets the first 2 kills. They lined up from nice and easy first 2. May have missed the spray regardless, but the fact is, his teammates were already there on top of it, stopping him from dying. Didn't have to get the reinvestment. Everyone stays alive with the guns. This is where Luminosity can start to build up that bank for their CT side, which means even if NoTag walk away with a couple more rounds and potentially kind of try to upset them a bit more, they're not going to have too much of a hard time getting the rebuy back into it. And the good thing about what we've seen already from Luminosity is that even if they do drop for a couple of rounds, they're able to bounce back. They're able to stay headstrong in this. It's not like what we saw happen to NoTag on Overpass.
Yeah, we haven't seen Luminosity's mental game be broken at all. I mean, why would they be after that scoreline on Overpass? And again, they have yet to drop a map in this entire qualifier, really kind of cementing themselves as one of the best teams in the region. Phelps just going to push out middle, and Nekiz just going to take advantage of that for a nice, quick, easy kill. However, though, expecting the push from coming through, Steel's going around the corner, and Steel's going to eat a bullet to the face. He will eventually fall to Yelzao. Now it's a 4-on-2 with Shand and Shello, and they're split up.
Shand has actually got away with murder there. He avoided the incendiary grenade that came out, managed to get himself on top of red box, was hunting around for Lucas, but still couldn't get away with the kill. Which now leaves Cello all alone. Now, we've seen multiple times Cello put himself in these kind of positions and actually do a good bit of damage, but against 4 and against Luminosity, I don't exactly fancy his chances. He's getting tagged up as well. Oh, Nekiz hurt it.
He's gonna hear it too. Yeah.
You can't catch a break at that point, can you? Like, wallbang comes through, literally lands directly on you, half health, and then you've been heard. It's like, please, leave me alone. I just want to go and sit in a corner and cry. But instead, all the bullets come my way and I will eventually die.
Stop describing my life right now.
Only because you have to commentate with me. I'm sorry I've done this to you, Jason. I've turned Twitch chat against you. I've turned the CSGO community
Not
against you.
me. They're for me.
For you, just not
Yeah,
for your decision on MP5.
Why would they be against having Jeff Kaplan, the publisher or the lead game director of Overwatch, casting their game?
Oh, you're putting yourself in for more further punishment here.
I'm used to it. Nice shot from Horve, though, onto Steel, over towards the B site. Not sure. Maybe KNG was expecting them to not be watching the angle at that time. Nekiz can be pushed up in the middle. He's got Phelps right behind the box. Phelps, I think he's going to actually get killed from above almost at this rate. Nekiz, oh, he's not going to see him come around the corner.
Ooh. Good attempt. Won't be able to get the weapon, though. Oh, you hate to see it. Henny was ready and waiting, and okay, NoTag have given themselves a good chance for this round, but they've not been able to pick up the weapons on the floor. Yell's got to try and hold on here, but he's not able to do it, so he's allowed them to take the B site under control. They'll be able to get the plant in as well, and they have finally got a weapon to work with, so for the Twins, the pressure's certainly on, and he's going to try and spray through the wall. He's even given up his AWP, knowing on this retake he'll need to get a little bit of a close quarter fight on go.
Yeah, but it's Twins. It's Twins, Basil. Lucas gonna go for the push in here potentially. The flashbang used just prior. And you see them trying to make their way through. The time is ticking away. They do have the kits, luckily for them. And he can be looking to, oh my God, how does he hit that first shot? And the second out of Lucas. Cello's gonna respawn, and Henny, he doesn't have time anymore.
Needs to push him. That's gone. Very well played there from Cello, to be fair, because he didn't over-poke. It was very touch and go on how that worked out. I'm just wondering if Henny and Lucas, right, could they just communicate through just looking at each other, just thoughts, just patterns? Does it work like that, twin synergy?
I'm not sure. I was curious if you got my little joke in there from the movie Austin Powers with Mike Myers.
Chat thinks we're going to kill each other, by the way, at the end of the stream. We're actually lovers, so this is like this anger we start off with, and then we deal with it.
No, we take the anger over into the bedroom.
Exactly. See,
you know,
we're like Henry and Sadicus, but a whole step above. Worse than casting, but better at the whole public loving.
Oh, went different ways with that one. Guess we wanted to keep people guessing about us, and I just kind of ruined it. Double up setup for Yell and Hen. They want to go for the spray down the middle. Is only able to connect onto one, unfortunately. They lost out on 2 players. Hen's gonna actually push through the smoke.
He knows he's low. He's like, just walk into my bullets. I'm gonna take you down. I'm gonna finish you off. But Shand he's been very impactful throughout this game. Started off with that 4K on the pistol and continued his fight from there on out. But we need to see him do that a little bit more often if he wants NoTag to try and take a further foothold in this game. B push might come in once again. Yell seeing the shoulder peek, waits it out, takes down Jello, and now we've only got Shand left alive with 16 health. He's struggling to pick up the weapons. Too.
You saw Yell immediately switch the pistol. The call was made. They know the last guy's no HP left, no leg to stand on. And Luminosity maintain the double up setup. Look at that bankroll they now have going on for themselves. And they've tied things up to 5 apiece. Is NoTag going to be able to stop this momentum? Because this is going to be Luminosity ideally taking the lead in the match.
And it's the double orb setup again for them to try and work it with. It always gets like this is why I hate always to see Luminosity play teams on a map like Train, because their double orb setup and how just the style that both Henny and Yell have in the speed and the quick reactions and just the confident, constant fire shots. Right? They don't back down. You know, like some orbs, take a shot, fall back a little bit. They're just going for it.
Fair, KNG does that quite a bit, pushing through smokes, leading his team. Work out as successfully as it does for Henny. But yeah, will fall. B control will be given up to Luminosity. But bomb hasn't made its way into sight here, and Nekus has the opportunity to at least shut that down for now. A minute left to go, and NoTag are in no hurry to get this bomb over to the site. KNG's got to play a massive role here in this round with the AWP gifted over to him. Lucas does take him down. There's no more op available anymore. If anything, the bomb should get planted here.
Oh, the amount of incendiary grenades that just came out into the site as well. Cello really just has to stick his position. There's not much he can do. Able to get 1 kill, but now his spot's known. He's only got 38 points of health, but it's irrelevant when Nekus rips his head clean off. And now we'll see the 6th round secured for Luminosity here. Now
they salvaged the double up, by the way.
Even better.
Because Yell died earlier in checkers.
And their money is looking strong, so the rebuy of actual M4 so the rest of the players isn't going to be a problem.
It's the bomb plant. I mean, they invested into like some pistols, NoTag. They got the bomb down. They were able to buy up fairly comfortably here, as you can see. So missing a little bit of utility, but either way, we haven't really seen them use the utility to the level of getting them the rounds. It feels like, if anything, the rounds they had picked up are due to, you know, obviously Luminosity not having the weaponry to deal with them. It's the economy game here. I mean, Henny's had a fantastic match so far here on Cash. 12 frags. Nekis, I feel like 6 of those 15 kills came from Deagles alone.
Yes. We need to get like a Deagle kill count for that man. He showed his skills.
They have the technology to do that.
Production.
We just don't
make it happen.
Of showing it.
Just get rushed to draw. Oh, no, he can't. Damn it. God damn it, Valve. Sort it out, Gabe.
You know what that means, right? He's like, I know, right?
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. Like, I know, right? Well, a minute to go, and NoTag slowing the pace down quite a bit. We did see them try to do this on overpass, but that's when Luminosity turned things up a notch or two and got very aggressive towards long A. Here's spam coming through, and Shand already taken down to 47 HP. They still have, you know, Handy with a smoke and a flash. Lucas has used all of his utility fairly on in the round. But we can see that slow transition out of NoTag now heading towards this B side. They're starting to group up. They still have a lot of utility to use themselves to actually make their way through into the site. But will they expect Yell with this op angle? Will they expect the quick transition out of Nekis and Ven?
Still in a good spot, but he's only able to get one. Backup's already coming their way, though, Nekis. He's giving away his position at Vents, but he can still jump down and do some potential extra damage in here. Are they going to look for it? Yell, ready to take the fight close to him. He can hear what's going on. Oh, and he still manages to get another shot on the board.
They don't have time. The bomb's not even, it's not even in the sight. And it's not about anyways because Shan's the last one alive, but still, great little kill from Yell there, even though he did fall. Stop the bomb from getting into the site and stop them from having a chance to plant.
Also, could I just let him stay? Yeah, just like leave him to run through, wait for the time to tick down, get the kill afterwards, destroy his money some more.
Yeah.
They had everything going in their favor there. But to be fair, look at Yell, so under pressure, kills the guy coming onto the site. A second player's already getting on site, runs around the box and still walks away with another kill before going down. What do you even do against that?
Obviously MP5s.
You're learning, Jason.
I'm just trolling the crap out of this.
No, you guys heard it. He's down for the MP5 now. He's learned his lesson. We will turn you into an actual proper CSGO caster who understands how these guns... It's the first gun that's been added, right? That wasn't overpowered when it straight came out. It does its job, and it's a very good, viable weapon. The pros are showing you. I'm trying to tell you. Twitch chat is honestly just shouting at you to educate your non-CSGO knowing behind. But we're blessed with your fantastic good looks and your quality voice.
Oh, you can't neg me right now.
No, I can.
No, you're not allowed to neg me. It doesn't work on me.
It's just, once you finally understand how good the MP5 is, you will be in the same boat as me. But we haven't seen it so far this game, so I'll let you off for now. We are potentially looking at a 10-5 scoreline unless NoTag can try and pick up this round. And let's be honest, it's been very difficult. At times, they've had good chances. We've got to a clutch situation or bomb plants being in there, but it's even when they've got the site under control, it's not been easy as that nade goes over and Phelps just sits there and eats it to the face.
That was a fantastic nade, and we're not even seeing Luminosity really invest into the early Molotovs to deny the push in towards boost, like we see a lot of teams do.
Do you know, the way I would explain NoTag's approach to cash at the moment is the typical matchmaking split, pick, and then go the site that you get the opening pick at, because they always throw someone towards mid, maybe 2 players. See, we felt was boosted up at the moment. You'll have someone looking A main, you'll have at least 1 player over towards B. They just look to see if any aggression's coming out. The good thing about Luminosity, Nekis just walks through, gonna go in for the second kill as well. Easily done onto Phelps. Can he get a third? No, he can't. He does finally get finished off, but he'd already done more than enough work there.
It's very old school Virtus Pro-esque, actually. I remember watching a ton of their demos on Cash when they were coming into the Pro League, and one thing they like to do was just like kind of do a healthy spread around the map. Try to bait out, obviously, some utility, try to look for some kills if they're able to do so, and they, in general, just stayed doing that every single round. They really didn't switch things up too often. When they did, it was kind of easy to read into due to the situations. Speaking of situations right now, Shand is in quite one of them. 8 HP, bomb not in his hands. A great shot to Yell, but still's going to be there for the flank again. He always seems to be behind the team. 9-5 now. NoTag, I mean, they need this round. They have to hope their CT side can really stand the test of time against Luminosity, or otherwise it's going to be a 3-0, and they won't be going to Chicago, at least to play.
Now remember, what we've seen through pretty much every game we've commentated of NoTag is Shand has been on point, Cello's had some good rounds as well, but it's Phelps and Kenji have always led the charge. Kenji currently has 3 frags. Now, I know frags are not everything, but I mean, he's one of the players that you need to be up there.
Is that what you tell yourself when you play CS?
Only when I'm using the MP5.
Yeah, that's an insult on you, and the gun, not me.
I'm just trolling your stupidity of CSGO in general.
I'm not stupid.
Leave it there, Jason. Leave it there.
I'm wicked smart.
With that comment alone says it all. But no, the point I'm trying to make is when you've got, say, your likes of Kenji and Phelps not able to just put up the big numbers, and you've also not really got anyone other than Zhan's putting up the performance you would expect, this makes your job a lot harder. It's actually impressive they've managed to get the 5 rounds they have, right? If it wasn't for the fact they got the pistol to start off with, it would have been very difficult. And even then, Lucas walks away with 1 kill, does some further damage, but this will give Zhan the chance to get into the site.
I do want to get credit, though. Like, I feel like the matches we have caster for NoTag, like, everyone's had their moment.
Yeah.
Everyone stepped up. It's just kind of unfortunate. Like, right now, they don't have that real breakout player for themselves. I mean, Shand kind of has to be the one in the pistol round getting those kills. Even Cello's had quite a few big frags as well, but a couple of frags won't really win you matches, you know? We have that teamwork coming through, and speaking of teamwork, we see them both coming up at the same time, both attacking the same direction at the same time.
That's what I was trying to put, the point I was trying to make, right, is you've said it yourself multiple times. KNG will walk away with 1, 2 frags round after round, but you don't really see him putting up mad frags, but he's still able to do the damage, right, do his job successfully. The same as what we've seen from Phelps. The other players have had their moments of shining. When you've got both Phelps and KNG playing below what they're expected of what they're used to, we see a massive problem come into it, and hence why we're seeing them really struggle here.
Well, seeing them struggle is hopefully a storyline that will change for them coming to the second half, as we do have to head to the short break. When we come back, we'll continue our match here on Cash and see if Luminosity will be the team to represent the region, along with MIBR. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to find out now if Luminosity will be representing South America and Brazil in the Intel Extreme Masters Chicago alongside MIBR, or if NoTag can have a big turn of fate here and take back Cash, take us on a Mirage, and hopefully take us over onto Train. Because that's what we want to see, right, Banks?
I really do
want to see. We want to have a good match. And so far, the kind of sad aspect of it is that the NoTag Wild match we had just before this is probably the best match we've had over the entire qualifiers.
Imagine if you're a Brazilian fan right now as well, because obviously I know the Brazilian fans love to support their teams. They'll support MIBR, Luminosity, the whole thing. Now you've got 2 of your teams that you will potentially be supporting going head-to-head. And for Luminosity, you want to see this new lineup do well and get into a qualifier, right, and make it to Chicago. But also for NoTag, you know that if they get onto this and they get to Chicago, they're probably going to pick up an organization. So you'll be a really split fan going into this. And, well, what's being split right now is the defense of NoTag as Luminosity start to walk in. Bit of a firefight going back and forth. The rotations come in, but Phelps can't get away in time. Cello's going to try and go in for the knife, but Horvey's there to do some further damage. Now into a 1v1. The bomb is on the floor, and Horvey's got a kit, a smoke, and 2 kills already. And he did still not just see him there. Oh, that was... So I know Horvey now knows exactly where he is, in a good spot. Does actually tag him up, still going in for the fight, and that was very close. A lot of damage done, but he couldn't make the headshot connect, and NoTag will pick up the pistol round. A start of something that they can try to work with here, Jason.
They got pistol round T side. They lost second... Actually, they didn't lose second round. It was very close, though, second round. They won second half pistol round on overpass and then lost the follow-up round. Luminosity are still going to be a very dangerous team when it comes to this, especially Nekus, who has hit so many deagle shots on these second round buy-ups. And NoTag, obviously, with that victory, going to be happy, but they can't be content just yet. They can't get complacent here because Luminosity can still continue this pace, and still continue to be this aggressive. And you just want to see those. You don't want to be on the receiving end, but you just want to see those shots hit the smoke.
So close, yet so far. Luminosity, though. Where did you want to go somewhere else?
I thought you were going to loop it back to the MP5 somehow.
No, I could. I could have really tried to pull in the MP5 once again, but it wasn't going to happen this time for you. There are no MP5s in play, so I've got nothing to really shine on with it. My motivation may have decreased because you've just destroyed my hopes and dreams of the MP5 with your non-existent knowledge of the weapon and the serious damage it can do. But we understand, Jason, right? You've got an incredible voice. You're very good at your job. You just don't know CSGO in as much detail as myself and Twitch chat, knowing about the MP5 knowledge.
Because you keep saying this, Twitch chat's going to believe you eventually. For people who haven't paid attention to CS 3+ years ago. 2+ years ago. You're ruining my credibility here, Banks.
You had some before we got into this.
Good. Touche.
You've always had credibility with me, but who is going to have not much credibility if they lose this round as Lucas domes another player? He finds himself 2, grabs himself the FAMAS to work with, and it's Cello all again. On his own, he's got the UMP, and he will just back away because you've got the armor as well. Got a flashbang, you may as well just hold on to it. It makes perfect sense now.
Like I was just saying before this round started, it's like you could not, even though you win pistol round, Luminosity can still bring some serious heat into the next round, and they've done it right there. Lucas hit a nice double, Nekus got one as well. You can't sit on your laurels when you win that first round and expect the second to be easy. You really have to fight tooth and nail against a team like Luminosity to secure those first 3. It's got to be a lot of wind taken out of NoTag sales, too, to have this happen multiple times.
I love this. Chat is now piping MP5 is good in chat. We've got MP5 is better than AK. We've got Jason is 100% wrong on everything he talks about in Counter-Strike. They are on point, man. We've learned. We've educated you. Come on, everyone's behind it. The pros, me, Twitch chat, Jason, join us. Even Rush agrees. If you don't believe me, you've got to believe Rush. He's the nicest guy going. See, he even shook his... Rush is there, agreeing again. Rush up and down quickly if you think the MP5 is correct, and Jason needs to learn a lesson. There you go. Unlucky, Jason. He's got nothing to say anymore.
I can't say what I want to say because I still want to have some sort of a career casting.
Well, I'll bring you back for some CS. It's always been fun, Jason.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Uh-oh. Look on the other side of this door.
Good setup. Really nice setup. Close range. Can try to get it done. Yell has to be very careful here. Oh, they pushed through! Oh, no! They had it perfect if he pushed through. They should have been able to take him down, Yell. He's going to be very happy with that one, but still NoTag. They're not going down without a fight. 3 versus 2. Horvey does have the scout in hand. Cello up on the UMP.
Now then the last player's at B. They have the bomb going towards A.
That was a bit cheeky, though.
As long as Nekus doesn't throw away a frag here, then this is going to be impossible for Cello to win. If anything, he's probably going to save the gun at this rate. Yeah. You know?
Jason Reck.
You can stop looking at chat. You know, you can focus on the game here, Banks, instead of rubbing your nipples as you enjoy everyone in chat agreeing with you.
You're not supposed to tell them that I'm doing that, Jason. That's only what you and me see.
Well, they're poking through your shirt right now. It's pretty hard to... Oh, God, please don't. Don't look at me while you're doing that. Well, Luminosity going to be up 12-6 now at the end of this round. 4 rounds away from closing out this entire series and having a fairly easy day of Counter-Strike for them. And yet to drop a map over the course of this entire qualifier. And to be honest, with the form they're showing us today, it doesn't seem like they're going to.
KNG stood on them 3 frags, and we said that towards the end of the half, and it's still not getting any better. Maybe if Jason streams more CS, then he would understand the MP5. See, they understand even further. Jason's got nothing for you guys, don't worry. But I'm here. Ready, willing, and able to sacrifice my career for the MP5.
This is why you don't have a casting partner, you know? No one wants to work with you. I'm just kidding.
Full of sabotage, Mr. Jason. I see. You're falling into the FTC trap.
Let me start up a WhatsApp group right now.
Ooh.
Molotov there, actually.
Yeah, very good. That allows them early, easy entry into the site as well. Cello still walks away with a kill, which is phenomenal, but just that play where that molly landed meant that they couldn't take the high ground advantage. Lucas trying to tap away and finds an opening. They need to try and get this bomb into the A site, though, and get the plant down. The CTs can quite easily swarm into the site. Ooh. Now they grab themselves an AK. So this is it, right? NoTag's got all the pressure put on them. Now they've picked up some weapons. Now they've got a potential to win a round that they really shouldn't have been able to get here. So if they can start to get a few more of these on the board, then potentially there is a chance for a comeback here. It's desperately needed. Lucas manages to chime in with 1. Yell does some damage, but that's all he's going to get. This will be 3 still alive, and this is huge. So you didn't invest into it. You've got the money. You just won the round, and you've got 3 AK-47s. This is the dream for a CT side.
It's a dream, and it's the dream they've been able to accomplish, but I still, you know, I look at the scoreline banks, 5-round difference. I look at how they've been playing. Obviously, more rounds now here on Cash than they did on Overpass, but it's just going to get rough. More and more rough, especially as Luminosity do start to, you know, build up their equipment. They've invested into this round. They've got the AKs. They're still lacking a little bit of utility, so maybe it's going to be a little bit more of a speedy push coming through. Just keeping an eye, you know. Maybe hitting this B site looks like with relatively quick pace.
1-for-1 trades, though, as they do force their way in. There's not actually any further defense to be put up here. KNG's a little bit slow to get over to the site. Now he better be just waiting back for the rest of his team to come in and try and retake this site. A couple of players very low here, though, for Luminosity. It does give him an opportunity. Phelps right on the corner is still going to be able to react in time. And, oh, no. They've not looked at each other. Oh.
Hello?
Oh, wow. They've walked.
Vent's clear now, and Phelps could just pull off a massive play because this.
Yeah, but the same thing, he can steal. Yeah, he can flank. This is what Steel does, the lurk. Nicely done by Steel. Gets himself 2 quick kills. Phelps may be able to get 1, but that's 1 and done as the 13th round is secured. And Luminosity, everything is going in their favor.
You know what's frustrating is, like, you're the rest of NoTag. You're like, how did he flank us? Did he come from A? Because we had a guy in middle. Like, how the hell did he get there? He was watching Vent. He sneaks his way through, and I mean, then again, Phelps had the opportunity to do it as well. Just wasn't as successful as Steel was. And Luminosity take the round back as NoTag just picked up the round prior. They've got no money left to spend. They're invested all into this round. And KNG, you've been hit or miss on the up.
He's 3 for 18, Justin.
You call me Justin?
Justin. Where did that even come from? That is my friend's son's name. I obviously looked at you and saw a kid. Probably because of your knowledge on CSGO. Justin is the new Jason.
I have an equivalent knowledge of a 5-year-old, 6-year-old?
7.
7-year-old when it comes to CS.
Yeah. Well, maybe you could up that by 7, so you'd be 14 if you agreed about the MP5.
Never.
Costing yourself years.
Push is coming towards A. KNG's going to be here. He already has 1 op kill. He's going to need definitely more than this, though, to make this a successful push and a successful defense. Steel's still going to be on the lurk for now. And Yell is just lighting things up. And now it's all on Cello. It's on Cello now. He's up against 4. He doesn't really have a gun that's worth saving an ump. And they used every bit of money they had into this round, too. It looks like Luminosity going to go up to 14 here, Banks. Most likely get to 15. Because if you're NoTag, I mean, I'm assuming they're going to pause, right? Because they have no money.
Need to.
Do they invest everything they have into this next round and try to go for the potential win? Or do they save and try to go for the potential overtime?
There's no point in them trying to go for overtime. You've got to go for the win in my eyes because you're already pretty much broken. Rush, can you bring up the scoreboard quickly? I just want to see what KNG's doing at the moment. So KNG, okay, that kill was irrelevant anyway. Just think saves the weapons. So KNG is 5 for 20 right now. Someone in chat might be able to correct me if I'm wrong, Jason. You might even be able to as well. I'm thinking that wasn't actually meant to be a dig.
Oh,
I apologize, mate. But
just spitting fire all night.
KNG is, to me, a player that gets tilted easily. We've seen it from his Twitter stuff. But I mean, in game, if he's that kind of a player as well, he was 3 for 17 and really not hitting his shots. If he's fully tilted right now, this is not him, right? We've never seen him have a game this bad.
He normally has like 20 plus frags.
That's what I'm saying. So this is unusual for him, and this is unusual for NoTag, and yet they've still got 7 rounds on the board. So in his head, he's probably getting more tilted, more angry. The fact that he's not hitting shots, he's not doing well, he's not been able to come into the game, and they're getting so far behind.
You can't have that mentality when it comes to playing.
You can't, but I'm just saying, he's proof in the pudding, right?
Oh, okay, Steal. Gets a nice little 3K there. They did invest into this round, by the way. And unfortunately for them, not really going to be able to pull off too much here. Cello, last man alive again here at the AK. They know where he is. And they also have the bomb going towards the A side. So 15 for Luminosity going to happen. That's what you have to assume, right? I'm not... There should be no way Cello's able to pull this off. Okay, well, now they definitely know where he is. Gets the first. And now he's just walked in the stun room with 3 HP. And he will drop. And now Luminosity into the last round. Can they pull this off? And will they be able to participate here with honestly, a fantastic caliber of teams? Every team having a deserving spot to be in there. What's up? What do you see?
I just hate to harp on about it, but it's like everyone else is stepping up on the team. It's just Phelps and KNG who have kind of run out of steam here. Obviously, I can only make the kind of understanding of what I know from the online persona of KNG, not as a player. But he definitely is not playing up to standard. He definitely seems to be a bit annoyed by this situation, and it is potentially costing them their chance here at getting on to Chicago. And the thing is, it's not even like it was close. At least you wanted to see them put up a good fight here. This is 2 maps with them being dominated. It's happening once again. Corvée will be able to spray down Lucas, but how much more is he going to get done here? He's got 4 health. He does still get up the kills, so he believes in himself, but they're going to keep pushing him, keep sending him his way. Still will finish here off. And Luminosity will be your South American team that go off to Chicago. I'm not exactly surprised. It was more that NoTag just didn't seem to have an answer for anything Luminosity were throwing at him. And Luminosity, we said this at the beginning, Luminosity is currently here in comparison to the other South American teams, and the rest of them are still fighting around this level. NoTag have proven that they could get to a grand final in these qualifiers, but no one could challenge Luminosity. Literally no one.
But that's also the upside of these qualifiers. You know, you get to see the teams who are kind of obviously split between those 2 kind of areas, like the tier 2, the tier 3, have a chance to kind of learn a little bit more and see how they can contest against teams like Luminosity and teams of that caliber.
This is what we said, though, isn't it? This is why I love the qualifiers as well, because we get to see the up-and-coming talent, the new talent from these regions, and also potentially, I'm going to be honest here, NoTag, you need to make a change. Something is not right with that roster. If you've been together with this team since May, we're now getting with September, right? We've just hit September. Yes, we've just hit September. It is the 1st. I had to double check that. It's I was going, you could bust in to sing, but I'm not going to sing here. Your voice is a lot better at it. So. Oh, wow, I like Green Day. I'm down with some Green Day. Anyway, going far away from the point, what I'm trying to say is they've been together since May. We're now just hit September. You've not put up the results that people would have expected you, given the players that you have on this roster. Something's not going well. You've obviously not got a deep map pool still, which was one of my biggest criticisms of them. I feel like a change needs to happen. It could be an in-game leader change here, because I just see there is potential on NoTag, but it's not being utilized correctly yet. And if you haven't got it since May till now, what can you really do?
Try something new. Try a new change. I guess that's the route maybe they have to go.
Has to be.
It's a little unfortunate for them. Again, we want to see a closer grand final than what we actually were given in the end of things. But still, it's good to see Luminosity, all the hard work they've been putting in, all the dedication, all the time, all the grind they've been on, having able to get themselves through to Chicago. Let's actually take a look at the brackets one more time so you guys can refresh your memories on how they did get to where they are. And it's just a whole lot of 2-0s. Didn't drop a single map. I think they didn't really even become close to dropping a map. Maybe against W7M we saw a relatively close map or 2, but that was pretty much it. And I think Luminosity have basically solidified themselves as definitely the #2 team from Brazil.
The worst score that Luminosity had was a 16-11 win again on train against Santos.
Wow, okay.
Everything else was domination. So they beat Santos out 16-4, 16-11. They beat W7M 16-7 on both maps. And then they obviously faced Team Wild. Where's my results for that? Yeah, that was as far as it went. Yeah. So Luminosity, pure domination. They looked the most confident team out there. There's a reason why. And what this does get me excited for is from now until Chicago, the practice that Luminosity can put in, what damage can they do against the tippity top of Counter-Strike?
And it's not very often you get to see like the tier 2, tier 3. I'd say tier 3 is like an awkward kind of thing as well. But to get to challenge, the likes of the big dogs. I mean, we have a Vanguard there as well, which I don't think you consider tier 1 in any rate. No. You got North, which...
They're definitely not tier 1 at the moment.
You want to say they're tier 1. No. I keep wanting to say it, but no, they've not been able to.
Should be tier 1.
Should be.
They've got the potential, but they've not lived up to it. It's proof in the pudding.
You got E United from NA.
They've been, okay, so E United, that's another team. Luminosity and E United, both of our, at least the North American side of things and the South American side of things, they're the teams I'm most excited to see throughout this because E United looked really strong. Their game against Cloud9 was fantastic.
And then you got MVP PK. Love to see some from the Korean region come on over.
They're my boys. That's my special.
We don't know who the other team is, though. Is there still one more slot to be decided? Not sure what's going on with that one. You can follow at IEM and at ESLCS for more information.
Team who use the MP5 the best.
Well, thanks. Before we do head off, it's been a pleasure to cast. I want to give you an opportunity, say anything before we do close out the show.
It's been absolutely awesome. I've had fun casting with you, Jason. I'm sorry that you're so uneducated on the MP5, but you're still an amazing commentator, despite not commentating CS for quite some time. I've got a lot of love and time for you. And I personally would love to do this again. It's been good banter and fun, as well as some crazy games. And we dealt with one-sided games pretty well, to be honest. Was that a good end for you?
Wish I could say the same there, Banks, to pretty much all of that. It's been great. It's been great. But no, it's been a fun time. It's been good. I do feel bad for Snods, who was here joining me on day 1. And then he fell ill, unfortunately. He's been pretty much bedridden ever since then.
Ill.
We don't want to give any conspiracy theorists out there any idea what happened.
Just wanted to give you your golden opportunity back, yeah?
It's true, it's true.
And I think we're a much better, more handsome and banterish duo. We know what Monk S is.
We're a better height level.
Oh, yeah, he's really down here compared to you.
Yeah, and he's 21, doesn't know what Monk S is.
Not with the times. Probably sat there watching us in his hotel room going, these guys, they're so mean.
That's a terrible Snods impression, by the way. You didn't sound posh enough.
Okay. These guys, they are so mean to me. I cannot deal with this.
Not bad, not bad. But guys, obviously you can tell it's 1 a.m. We've had a hectic couple of days, lasting until 3, 4 in the morning because we've been bringing you the qualifiers since obviously in North America. We're over here in Cologne, Germany. But we obviously do want to give you guys a big shout out for tuning in and for watching the entirety of this one. And congratulations once again to Luminosity, for myself, for Banks, for Snods who's at home sleeping in the hotel, and for our production crew here, as well as Rushley doing the great job observing the entire time. We wish you, God damn it, I could see you dancing in the corner of my eye. And it's impossible to finish the show. Thanks for watching.
MP5.
And we'll see you next time.